Good morning, children. This is the continuation of chapter 6, fractions. In this video, we will learn about comparing two fractions, arranging the fractions in ascending or descending order, converting the fractions in their simplest forms, and adding the fractions. Okay? So, let's start with the first question. So, children, in this question, we have to compare the two fractions, okay, and the two fractions that we have to compare are 2 upon 8 and 7 upon 8, okay. Now, see children, in these two fractions, if you look carefully, the denominators are same. The denominator is 8 here and the denominator is 8 here, okay. So, when the denominators are same, you just need to compare the numerators, okay. So, the numerator is 2 and the numerator is 7 here, and which is bigger, which is greater, 2 or 7? 7 is greater. So, that is why we make this greater than sign towards 7 upon 8, okay. Now, coming to the second part, the B part. This is 1 whole 2 upon 3 and this is 3 whole 1 upon 4, okay, and you have to compare the two fractions, okay. Now, the first step, okay, whenever you see a mixed fraction, the first step is to convert the mixed fraction into improper fraction, okay. So, in the last video I told you how to compare mixed fraction into improper fraction. The same trick we are going to apply here. We make a multiplication sign between these two numbers and an addition sign between these two numbers, okay. 3 multiplied by 1 is 1, 3 multiplied by 3 is 3 and 3 plus 2 is 5, okay. So, we get 5 here and the denominator is written same, okay. 3 was the denominator here and 3 will be written here also, okay. Then this is also mixed fraction and we have to convert this also into an improper fraction. So, again the same trick, we put a multiplication sign between these two numbers and an addition sign between these two numbers, okay. So, 4 multiplied by 3 is 12, 12 plus 1 is 13, okay. So, 13 comes here and the denominator was 4, so the denominator remains same, 4, okay. Now, since we have converted the mixed fractions into improper fraction, what are we having? We are having 5 upon 3 and 13 upon 4 to compare, okay. Now, see, you cannot compare two fractions just like this, okay. For comparing two fractions, what we do, okay, we cross multiply because the denominators here are not same, okay. In the first part the denominators were same, so it was easier to compare, but in this the denominators are different, the denominators are not same, so we will cross multiply, okay. You make a cross sign like this, okay, and you cross multiply. So, 4 gets multiplied by 5 and 3 gets multiplied by 13. 4 multiplied by 5 is 20 and 3 multiplied by 13 is 39. Which is greater, 20 or 39? 39 is greater, right? So, you make the sign towards 39 and since 39 is greater, okay. So, if we go up, which is coming to be greater, this fraction is coming to be greater. So, we make this greater than sign towards this fraction, okay. Now, we come to the next question, which is arrange the fractions in descending order. One upon 2, 3 upon 4, 7 upon 8 and 5 upon 12. So, these are the 4 fractions that we have to arrange in descending order, okay. Descending order means bigger to smaller, okay. Now, children, see, all these fractions have different denominators. The denominators are all different, right? So, for arranging these fractions in ascending or descending order, we first have to make their denominators same. Okay? And for making the denominators same, we need to take LCM. Okay? So, let us focus on the LCM part now. So, we take the LCM of the denominators. Okay? Denominators were 2, 4, 8 and 12. Okay? So, we have written 2, 4, 8 and 12 here. Okay? And now see, children, this is the common division method for finding the LCM. Okay? Here we would be finding the prime factors of all the numbers together. Okay? Now, the first step, divide the numbers by the smallest prime number which divides all the numbers or at least one of the numbers. Okay? So, the smallest prime number here which divides all the numbers is 2. So, we write 2 here. 2 divided by 2 is 1, 4 divided by 2 is 2, 8 divided by 2 is 4, 12 divided by 2 is 6. Okay? Then the second step is that we will continue dividing the quotients by the least common factor till you get 1 as the quotient for all the numbers. Okay? So, you need to get 1 as the quotient for all the numbers. Okay? Now, we have got only 1 here. Okay? And we will finish the LCM when we get 1 as the quotient for all the numbers. By then we will just continue dividing. So, again these numbers 2, 4 and 6 are commonly divisible by 2. Okay? So, we write 2 here, 6 divided by 2 gives us 6, 4 divided by 2 gives us 2, 2 divided by 2 gives us 1 and 1 will come as it is. Okay? Then I told you that we will divide the number by the smallest prime number which divides all the numbers or at least one of the numbers. So, in this step 2 is still divisible by 2. Okay? 2 is still divisible by 2, that is why we write 2 here and this 2 gets divided by 2 and this becomes 1. And this 3 comes down as it is because any number which is not divisible by a prime number is brought down as it is. This is a rule, you have to take note of it, that any number that is not divisible, okay, will come down as it is. So, this has already become 1, this has become 1, this has already become 1 and this 3 since it was not getting divided by 2 has come down as it is in this step. Now, we need to make this 3 as 1, then only the LCM will be finished. Okay? So, what do we do? In order to make this 3 as 1, we have to write 3 here because 3 divided by 3 will only give us 1. So, we write 3 here. Okay. So, 3 divided by 3 gives us 1 and this was already 1, this was already 1 and this was already 1. This is just coming down as it is. Okay. Now, since we have got 1 as the quotient for all the numbers, the LCM is finished. Okay. And the third step is the product of the prime numbers of all the numbers gives us the LCM. Okay. So, LCM is equals to 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. 2 into 2 is 4, 4 into 2 is 8, 8 into 3 is 24. So, we have got 24 as the LCM. Okay, children. Now, getting 24 as the LCM means what? Getting 24 as the LCM means that we have to make 24 here, here, here and here, and then only the fractions will be same and it will be easier for us to arrange them in ascending or descending order. Okay. So, in order to make this as 24, the first fraction 1 upon 2, and we just focus on the denominator here, okay, we are just focusing on the denominator. So, in order to make this 2 as 24, we multiply 2 by 12, because 2 12s are is 24, right. So, we multiply 2 multiplied by 12 gives us 24, and it is a rule that whichever number, by whichever number you multiply in the denominator, you multiply in the numerator also by the same number. This is a rule, okay. So, since we have multiplied by 12 in the denominator, we will multiply by 12 in the numerator also. 1 multiplied by 12 gives us 12, okay. So, this is 12 upon 24, okay. Now, the next fraction is 3 upon 4, right. So, we write 3 upon 4, and this is 4. Now, how can this 4 become 24? Okay. 4 becomes 24 if we multiply 4 by 6. So, 4 6 are 24, yes, and according to the rule we will multiply by 6 in the numerator also, because in the numerator and denominator gets multiplied by the same number, okay. So, 3 multiplied by 6, okay, is 18. Now, we have got two fractions, same for the two fractions. Now, next is 7 upon 8. Now, again this is 8, okay. How can 8 become 24? 8 can become 24 if we multiply 8 by 3. So, 8 3s are 24, okay, and according to the rule we multiply the numerator also by the same number. 7 3s are 21, okay. So, this has come up to be 21 upon 24, right. Then this is 5 upon 12. Now, this is 12, and how can this 12 become 24? 12 2s are, if we multiply 12 by 2, it becomes 24. So, 12 2s are 24, and the same rule that we multiply the numerator also by the same number, okay. So, 2 5s are is 10. Now, children, see, we have got 21 upon 24, 18 upon 24, 12, we have got, we have got 12 upon 24, we have got 18 upon 24, we have got 21 upon 24, we have got 10 upon 24. Now, the denominators are all same, okay. So, it is easier for us to arrange them in descending order. So, this is where I have arranged the fractions with the same denominators in descending order, 21, then 18, then 12, and then 10, all with the same denominators, okay. And then you need to see that where this 21 upon 24 is originally coming from, what is the original fraction, okay, because this is what we have converted, this is not the original one. So, 21 upon 24, the original fraction is this one, 7 upon 8. So, you will write 7 upon 8. Then 18 upon 24, what is the original fraction? The original fraction is 3 upon 4, okay. 18 upon 24, the original fraction is 3 upon 4. So, we write 3 upon 4, okay. Then it is 12 upon 24. So, 12 upon 24, what is the original fraction? It is 1 upon 2, okay. So, we write 1 upon 2, and the last is 10 upon 24. So, the original fraction for 10 upon 24 was 5 upon 12. So, we write 5 upon 12, okay. And this is our final answer, and this is how we can arrange the fractions for having different denominators in ascending or descending order. This is I have arranged here these fractions in descending order. You can arrange them in ascending order also, following the same steps, okay. Now, coming to the next question, write the fractions in their simplest form, okay. Now, children, a fraction in its lowest term or simplest form is when its numerator and denominator have no common factor other than 1. Okay? And to reduce a fraction to its lowest term or simplest form, divide. How can we reduce it? We can reduce it by dividing the numerator and denominator by their HCF, highest common factor. Okay? So, the fraction here is 54 upon 63, and we have to write the fraction in their simplest form. So, now we have to look for the highest common factor of both these numbers, the highest common factor of 54 and the highest common factor of 63. Okay, children? So, the highest common factor of 54 and 63 is 9. Okay, because 9 is a number that divides 54 and 63 commonly. Okay, there are many other numbers, but this is the highest common factor. Okay, so that is why we cut it by 9. 9 6 are 54 and 9 7 are is 63. Okay, and we write 6 here as the numerator and 7 as the denominator. Okay, so the simplest form for this fraction is 6 upon 7, because 6 and 7 have only 1 as their common factor, right? Okay. Next is 25 upon 30. Okay. Now 25 upon 30, again to reduce it into the lowest form or simplest term, simplest form or lowest term, we have to divide the numerator and denominator both by their highest common factor, HCF. So, the highest common factor for both the numerator and the denominator is 5. So, we divide it by 5, 5 5s are 25 and 5 6 are 30. Okay, and we get 5.6 as their lowest term or simplest form, because 5 and 6 both have only 1 as their common factor. Okay. Now, the next question is add the given fractions. We have to add these two fractions. Now, see children, 2 upon 8 plus 1 upon 4. Again, the denominators are not same. So, when the denominators are not same, so you just cannot simply add it. Okay. You first have to make the denominator same and then you can add the two fractions. Okay. So, for making the denominators same, again we take LCM. First you write the denominators 8 and 4 here, then 8 and 4, the smallest prime number which divides these two numbers commonly is 2. Okay. So, 8 divided by 2 is 4 and 4 divided by 2 is 2. Then again this is 4 and this is 2, again the smallest prime number which divides both these numbers is 2. So, we write 2 here, 2, 4 divided by 2 gives us 2 and 2 divided by 2 gives us 1. Okay. Now, we have got 1 here, but it does not mean that the LCM is over, because we need to get 1 as the quotient for both these places. Okay. So, this is still 2, this is not 1 yet. So, 2, how can this 2 become 1? 2 divided by 2 becomes 1. Okay. So, we write 2 again, 2 divided by 2 1, and this 1 comes down as it is, and since we have got 1 and 1 as the quotient, that means that this LCM is complete. Okay. Then you write 2 into 2 into 2, okay, and you get 8 as the LCM, right, because the product of the prime numbers gives us the LCM, right. So, you got 8 as the LCM. Now, getting 8 as the LCM means that you need to get 8 here and 8 here, both the places, then only the denominators will be same and you will be able to add the two fractions. Now, 2 upon 8, now this is already 8 and we have got the LCM also as 8. So, we just multiply 8 by 1 so that it remains 8. Okay. So, 8 multiplied by 1 remains 8, and we multiply the denominator and numerator by the same number. That is why we multiply by 1 in the numerator also. So, 2 multiplied by 1 gives us 2. So, we have got 2 upon 8. Now, 1 upon 4, the other fraction was 1 upon 4. Now, this is 4. How can this 4 become 8? 4 multiplied by 2 gives us 8, right? And again following the same rule, the numerator and the denominator gets multiplied by the same number. Okay. So, that is why we multiply by 2 in the numerator also. 1 multiplied by 2 is 2. Now, we have got 2 upon 8 here also. Now, the denominators are same. See, the denominators are same. Now, it will be easier for us to add. So, we just add 2 upon 8 plus 2 upon 8 gives us 4 upon 8. Okay. And see, 4 upon 8, we break it into the simplest form, the lowest term. Okay. So, 4 ones are 4 and 4 twos are is 8, because we cut it by their highest common factor. Okay. The highest common factor for 2 and 4 both is 4. So, we cut it by 4, 4 ones are 4 and 4 twos are 8. 1 upon 2 is the final answer, right. Now, if we have to add 3 fractions, in the last question we added 2 fractions, and in this question we will be adding 3 fractions. Okay. The steps are the same. Okay. You just pay a little attention. First, see, the denominators here are also not same. So, in order to make the denominators same, we need to take LCM. We write 2, 12 and 3, which are the denominators here. Okay. Then, following the first step, divide the numbers by the smallest prime number which divides all the numbers or at least one of the numbers. So, we write 2 here because 2 is the smallest prime number which is dividing at least 2 numbers. So, we write 2 here. 2 divided by 2, 1. 12 divided by 2 is 6, and 3 is not getting divided by 2. Okay. But we will write 3 as it is, because I told you that any number which is not divisible by a prime number is brought down as it is. Okay. Now, see, this 3 is come down as it is, this is 1 and this is 6. Okay. Now, see, again I told you that even if one number, at least one number is getting divided by the smallest prime number, so we will do that first. So, again we write 2 here, this 3 comes down as it is, 6 divided by 2 gives us 3, and this one also comes down as it is. Okay. Now, what is the next number which comes after 2? 3 comes after 2, right. So, what do? We write 3 here, this is already 1, this will remain the same. 3 divided by 3 is 1 and 3 divided by 3 is again 1. Now, since we have got 1 as the quotient for all the numbers, it means that the LCM is complete. Okay. So, you write the product of the prime numbers, 2 into 2 into 3, which gives us 12. Now, in this sum we have got 12 as the LCM. Getting 12 as the LCM means that here, both in these 3 places you need to get 12. Then only the denominators will be same and you will be able to add them easily. So, taking the first fraction, which is 1 upon 2, this is 2. Okay. And how can you make this 2 as 12? 2 multiplied by 6 gives us 12. Okay. So, 2 6 are 12, and according to the rule, 6 gets multiplied in the numerator also. Okay. So, 1 multiplied by 6 gives us 6. Okay. So, we got 6 upon 12 as the first fraction, then 1 upon 12. Now, this is already 12, you need not change it. So, you just multiply it by 1. 12 multiplied by 1 gives us 12. Okay. And the numerator also gets multiplied by the same number. So, 1 multiplied by 1 is 1. Okay. Now, this is 3, 1 upon 3. Just focus on the denominator for now. Okay. This is 3 and you need to get 12 as the denominator. So, how can you make 3 as 12? 3 multiplied by 4 becomes 12. Okay. So, you multiply 3 multiplied by 4, you get 12 and 4 gets multiplied in the numerator also according to the rule. Okay. So, 1 upon 4 is 4. 1 multiplied by 4 is 4 and you get 4 upon 12 as the fraction here. Now, since these 3 fractions have got the same denominator 12, 12, 12, now it is easier for us to add them. 6 upon 12 plus 1 upon 12 plus 4 upon 12 gives us 11 upon 12 as the final answer. Okay, and this 11 upon 12 will not be converted into simplest or lowest form because 11 and 12 both have only 1 as their common factors. Okay, they do not have any other number as their common factor. So, this is the final answer 11 upon 12. Okay children, I hope this video will help you. Thank you and may God bless you.